Question 14. Some information here about workers in a factory, being left-handed or right-handed. 22 of the 45 workers are male. So it's a frequency tree of this information. So what I do this sort of thing is tend to tick things off as we do them. 16 of the 34 right-handed workers are female. Complete the frequency tree for this information. Okay, so starting off here, 22 of the 45 workers are male. 45, but 22 are male. Now, if we do 45 subtract 22, we'll get 23 female. Then it says 16 of the 34 right-handed workers are female. 16 of the 35 right-handed workers are female. So here we are. Right-handed we've got here and here. So we know that those two must add up to, I'm just going to put this here, there's no harm in doing this either. 34 they've got to add up to, and we know that 16 of those are female. So we go down our tree, female, right-handed, that must be where the 16 goes. And if we take away 16 from 34, we'll find out what goes in this box. So 34 subtract 16, which gives us 18, I think. So how do we finish the tree off then? Well, let's go back, read again. 45 goes to 22 and 18. So these two must add up to make 22, which means this must be 4. These two must add up to make 23. So that must be 7. Question 15. Mary needs to work out the size of angle x in this diagram. She writes x equals 63 because the angles of an isosceles triangle, base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. And that's quite important, base angles. Well, actually, she is wrong. She is wrong. And there's different ways to show this, but the explanation of why she's wrong is that she's calling this the base angle. So I could put in another letter here. I could say Mary is wrong. Well, explain why. I could put here because angle A is a bit little case actually. A is the base angle of this isosceles triangle. So what I've actually done is I've drawn on that, and you know what I'm going to do, just to make it clear to the examiner, I'm going to put that on there. Okay, she is wrong, and so that value is actually 63 degrees, not that one. And if you need to know why, you can see a line of symmetry through a bisosceles triangle. One half of the triangle always folds over the other half, so 63 would fold over to make A. And we know that because these two sides fold over onto each other. Right, parallel lines alert, parallel lines alert. Okay, so we know there's two facts for parallel lines that we use all the time, corresponding angles and alternate angles. So we look at the information here. William writes, angle EGH is 57 degrees. EGH, let's walk around that angle, EGH. He's saying that that angle there is 57 degrees. Okay, that's what William's saying, because corresponding angles are equal. Well, I don't really need to go any further here because, yes, there's parallel lines, but when we get that Z shape, that's not corresponding angles, that they're called alternate angles. So I think that's what's wrong. Well, let me just check the next part. Y is equal to 180 minus 57. 180 minus 57. So if we said that's 57, 120 degrees, angles on a straight line up to 180 degrees. Well, actually, if that was 57, that is actually right. So this is wrong. Okay. The correct reason, and again I'm going to put a little arrow here, the reason is because alternate angles are equal. I'm going to put in brackets, not corresponding, just to show that I know which reason is not the right reason in this case. Okay, question 16. And straight away we notice we've got our frequency table. Again, the importance is in reading the questions. Maria buys some bags of buttons. There are 90 buttons or 20 buttons or 21 buttons or 22 buttons in each bag. The table gives some information about the number of buttons in each bag. The total number of buttons is 320. Okay, well, let's make sense of this first line here that we've actually got information. That means that 7 bags have 20 buttons. So the total, I'm going to add a little column here. The total for those 20 bags would be 7 bags of 20, which is 140. Move that over so you can see that. This one here, 3 bags of 21 buttons, which would be 63, if I'm right. And then finally 1 bag of 22 buttons, which is 22 altogether. So far, without that final bag, what we've got is 140 plus 63 plus 22. Okay, so I'm going to check this with my calculator. I'm going to take any chances. 140 plus 63 plus 22. Even if you think it's dead simple and you've got an idea, there's nothing wrong with checking it with the calculator. That gives me 225 buttons. So this last one here must be 320 minus 225. That must be what we actually end up with there in terms of a total. Minus 225, which gives us 95. So 19 times something, 19 times something, I'll call it x, it doesn't really matter, we don't have to use algebra here. 19 times something is 95. So the easiest way to find what that something is to divide 95 by 19. And I think if you do that again on your calculator, you get x is equal to 5, which is the correct answer. Question 17. Believe it or not, this is a ratio question, but the key information is here. You've just got to read again carefully. This is for making 30 biscuits. This makes 30 biscuits. Okay, and it's one of those ones where you're going to have to work out how much we can actually make here. So if you've got 900 grams of butter, how many of those recipes of 30 can we make? Okay, so what can we do here? We could say, well, 900 divided by 225 would be equal to, and again, we are going to need a calculator here. Gives us 4. Okay, so it's possible we can have 4 recipes. Let's check the sugar now. 1,000 divided by 110. 1,000 divided by 110 gives us 9.09. Now, at this stage, you can see that, okay, we've got enough sugar to make 9 recipes, but only enough butter to make 4. So at the moment it looks like 4, but we've got to keep going here. 1,000 divided by 275 to see what that would work out to be. And we get 3.63. Now that's not enough to make 4, is it? That's 3.63. So at the moment, this one is limiting how many we can make, how many recipes we can make. Let's just check the last one. And 75 grams of chocolate chip divided by 20, wrong way around, 225 divided by 75 will give us, again, check your calculator, that gives us 3. It's actually 3 recipes. Yeah, we can have that one there. So what does that mean? How many biscuits does that mean? 3 recipes of 30 biscuits. And that's key. Okay, it's not 3 biscuits, it's 3 recipes of 30 biscuits. So in total we've got 3 times 30, 90 biscuits. That's the correct answer.